Laura, thank you for coming. We were talking earlier and you said you have a young daughter and that everything you make, she thinks it's for her. Well, these little headbands are perfect for little girls and even a little bit older than I think you said you had a 4-year-old.
Yes.
So how did you get involved in doing these? Was it for her specifically?
It was. I pretty much believe her when she says I make everything for her. So, and then I'll make it and steal it and borrow it from her sometimes.
Or give it as gifts or
Yes.
things. These are really cute, and I know the kiddos would enjoy having them. And when people see how easy they are to do, it's amazing. And we were talking about you could do the same technique on flip-flops or on make necklaces or what else?
Pins.
Brooches.
Brooches, shoe clips.
Oh, yeah. That would be cute. Make them match everything the kiddos wore. Now, you have one in your hair, so you actually stole one so that you could wear it, too.
I did. I got permission.
To wear it. Okay, we might look at that one. And these are just little purchased headbands, and then you could use the little plastic ones if you didn't find these.
Right, or you could wrap a band in fabric so that it coordinates the flowers.
That's a good idea. Okay, and this, we were talking about what you use, and this is a crafting felt. It's a little thinner than if people buy felt like for the skirts or vest or things.
Right. You want it to have a little bit of body and fluff, so you don't want it too stiff, but you also don't want it so thin that it doesn't hold its shape.
Because you want it to, this is what we're aiming for, kind of a fluffy flower.
Right.
Okay.
So you just want to make a flower template. The way I made this template was I laid 5 quarters down and traced around them. So if you want to make a smaller flower, use pennies or dimes.
That's a cute idea. Okay.
And you just, I like to get one template. You can make your template out of cardboard. I like the black felt because I can see it better.
And it just they sort of stick together, don't they?
And you just use a pencil or a fabric marker to lightly trace around your template and then cut it out. And you're going to want, for the flowers that we're doing today, you're going to want to cut 5 petal flowers, and you're going to want 4 of them in order to create the flower for the headband.
Okay. And the key is in this folding technique.
The key is the folding, and it's a little bit tricky, but we're going to easily get through it. What you do is you fold each one of the 4 flowers
in half.
And put 2 halves together. And then, as if a cardboard box, you bring one up and one down.
Oh, and overlap it.
You overlap it.
Okay.
And then you start to run out of hands.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And you just pull it up, over. So it's just like when you're moving and you don't want to tape the box and you just fold the flaps in. It's exactly like that. So you get this nice cross.
Then you already have your needle threaded and ready because you can't let go.
And this is a little bit tricky. The best way to do it is to put your thumb in there and try to hold on. And you bring your needle up from the bottom, and you want to go around in a circle so that you're hitting.
Be sure each one of those layers underneath is being caught.
And that you're connecting each petal to the petals next to it.
So if you took the time to do lots of petals and had those done, the rest of it is really a breeze, isn't it?
It's really quick. And, you know, I love a quick project. So,
and inexpensive, too.
And if you use embroidery thread, that's a little bit tougher, so it's going to last, because you could just leave it once you've sewn. Do you see how I sewed a square? You could, if you want just a flat flower like that, you can then just put an embellishment and leave it.
You could either glue that on or sew it, couldn't you?
But what I like to do is I like to pull the thread tight, which then gives you a much fluffier flower.
And that's why you said to have the embroidery thread, it's stronger.
Right. You want to have it to put up with your pulling. Then you would just knot it off. And again, I've tucked some embellishments. I used buttons.
I like the little scissors. That's cute.
You could use all kinds of novelty buttons out there. My little girl plays soccer. You could make her something for her soccer uniform with a little soccer button. You can also take apart old jewelry and put beads or rhinestones in the center, just depending on how fancy you want it. I added a little yo-yo to a couple of them. To make the leaves that you see on that one.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed them.
They're very simple. I just take a square of felt and completely do the leaf freehand by taking the corner and cutting an oval out of it, and you get a leaf.
That's the leaf.
That's to give it a more natural look and some dimension. You just want to fold the leaf in half and very carefully, try not to burn your fingers, hit it with an iron, and that'll cause a nice seam that gives you a more realistic look to the leaf.
Oh, I see. Well, that's easy enough to do.
To attach the flowers to a headband, I typically will glue them first with a tacky glue or just a general craft glue. Let that dry, and then I'll come back in and just sew them on.
Oh, so they'll last better, especially taking on and off and playing with them.
Right,
because they
the glue, you know, won't stay. But once you've got it tacked on, and it just takes a couple of threads, and you're done.
Well, that's great. Well, these are really pretty. I'm sure your daughter loves these, and these would be fun to have at a little girl's birthday party, and every one of them have a headband to take home.
You could even pre-make the flowers and give them the kit, and they could make their own headbands.
Good idea. Thanks very much, Laura.
Thanks.